I built an enclosure for this alien looking thing and it gave me a mental breakdown, but you will see that later in this video. Whoa, it's blurred. So much suspense. I'm also gonna put in some other animals. But first, we need to clean this monstrosity. That was easy. Okay, I'm lying, it wasn't that easy. I cleaned for about 2 hours and then gave up. It might have been 20 minutes, but I have the attention span of a worm. A goldfish would be generous. The soil is a combination of wood chips, cocoa fiber and sphagnum moss. This makes it sound like I know what I'm doing, but I just threw some leftovers together and hoped for the best. I'm adding this piece of wood because who wouldn't? I'm gonna be honest here, I stole a joke from a subscriber. Thanks. It is very important that everything is stable. Otherwise, I will have a mantis that is mimicking a squashed bug. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it did nothing. And now it's time to shove a fern in your face. I'm putting this one in the bag. Adding plants to a terrarium is always a bit of trial and error. Just try a few things and see what looks best. Let's take a look. Okay, that is not too bad. I don't know why I keep shoving plants in your face, but this time it's a small palm. I'm struggling here, but wait, there's a transition incoming. Whoosh. I have real whoosh sounds, but it always sounds better when you do it yourself, doesn't it? Yeah, I should not do that again. Whoosh. The animal we're adding is clearly mimicking something. It is important that you provide them with things from their natural habitat, so they can use their camouflage. And this one is clearly mimicking a rock. I'm kidding, it's obviously mimicking dead leaves, but I'll add those later. I always say one is none, but usually I'm drinking beers when I say this. No terrarium is complete without moss, because as they say, once you go moss, you never get a loss. And with they, I mean me, and with me, I mean I'm an idiot and I should never say that again. I know this is a boring part of the video, but later in the video I'm adding our predator and some other animals. I'm also gonna feed it and have a big mental breakdown. In the meanwhile, obviously, this one can't wait to share a terrarium with a ferocious predator. So sit back, relax, we're gonna get through this boring part together. You're probably tired of my voice, so I'll shut up for a moment. So the weather is nice, huh? Yeah, I don't like awkward silences. This is the last piece of moss, so it's time for a cinematic shot. Let's all agree to not talk about this ever. Now I'm adding some dead leaves. This is not only for decoration, but it is also important for the mantis to be able to use its camouflage. It also can be used as food by the other animals we're adding. I wasn't happy about how this piece of wood looked. Much better. I left a lot of open space in the front because a mantis needs space for molting. Let's see if it is enough. Gotcha. Yeah, at least be happy it isn't my middle finger this time. I think we all saw that one coming. I just flipped you off, so this might not be a great time to promote my Patreon. But I got Patreon, check it out. And now it's time to add the first animals. These are zebra isopods. And that is my disgusting hand. These isopods will feed on decaying organic matter. This way they will help prevent the formation of mold. I'm adding 4 isopods and another predator besides the mantis. But don't worry, these isopods won't be eaten. This centipede is the other predator and it's tiny compared to the isopods. As you can see here, the isopods are basically little tanks. They will also be safe from the mantis. So let's add them in the terrarium. I hope they will be happy there. There they go. They all went exploring in their new home, probably looking for food or a place to hide. This one found a piece of wood which they can eat. This one, however, started cleaning itself. Can't blame him after being on my disgusting hands. And there goes the centipede. If you thought this was just an ordinary stick, you would be completely right. But there are some springtails on there, which is pretty cool, I guess. Springtails are very important for a terrarium. They will also help prevent the formation of mold by eating decaying organic matter. They will also be a food source for the centipede. Poor springtails. All plants and animals in here love a humid environment, so psh psh. You probably have seen those satisfying cleaning videos before. This isn't one of them. This is the Mantis, and I already unboxed it off screen. But I know how much you guys love to see me destroy boxes, so here you go. You're welcome. In here is a ghost mantis. They are called that way because of their elusive appearance that resembles a dead leaf. But then where does the ghost come in? I think the dude that named this was drunk. The ghost mantis is a pretty small species that can be found in different countries in Africa. Don't worry, it's still gonna get bigger than this by molting. You will see that later in the video. Now, I haven't decided on a name yet, but Bob. It's gonna be Bob. Bob is a bit scared to go in the terrarium. I think he needs encouragement by pressing that thumbs up on the video. That was the lamest request for liking a video ever. I don't even deserve your like. No, Bob doesn't have ADHD. He's shaking to resemble a leaf that is shaking in the wind. They do this to not be seen by predators and prey. That is also why a mesh lid is important, so there is a bit of airflow. I let them settle in for a few hours. And when I came back, I saw Bob bust out his best karate moves. Or whatever it is he's doing. I think he wants to fight me. No, I let him cool down for a few hours. And when I came back, he was gone. Do you see a mantis? Because I don't. That camouflage. Amazing. And now it was time to feed him. I tried for about 3 hours to get a video of him catching prey. And as time was passing by, I was slowly losing my sanity. Every time I thought, yes, this is it, he just kicked the fly away. Then I put it on my hand and he just started cleaning himself. This does make me wonder if I should wash my hands more. Nah. There comes the fly. My sanity couldn't take much more failures. At this point, I was already trying for about 2 hours. And this moment did it. My sanity was gone with a... This was me for the next few hours, until I was ready to try again. And of course, this time he caught a fly when I wasn't filming. Viewer discretion is advised for the close-up that is coming. I know I'm showing a lot of footage of him eating, but it took over 4 hours to get it, so you better believe I'm milking it out a bit. This is not a fast forward, by the way. He's really eating that fast. One fly wasn't enough, and of course he caught another one off screen. So I'll show a video of my cat catching prey instead. Never mind. 2 days later he started to mold, and again he was testing my mental strength. I was filming for over half an hour, and just when I was switching camera angle, he crawled out of the skin, so I didn't get footage of that. As you can tell, I really enjoyed making this video. That was sarcasm. For the people that think this terrarium is too big for him to find food, here he is eating a fly, while he already caught another one with his other arm. So I think he will be fine. He has grown a bit after molting, but still has a lot of growing to do. Now, like always, don't click off, click on the video on the end screen, it really helps me a lot. First, I want to thank everyone that watched, and every patron. Thank you. Now I think you'll like this video next.